What's up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about a very interesting anime. It's one that I finished recently, so I figured I'd give you my opinions on it. The Shiunji Family Children. It is a harem anime, 12 episodes. The final dub episode came out today, and it's a pretty weird one, but don't give up hope on it yet. I'm actually going to recommend this to you, and I'll tell you why. So basically, the premise of the show is this guy has a harem, or has to choose between 5 girls, which happen to be his sisters. Now you're like, whoa, whoa, put the red flags up. No incest or anything here. It's not that, technically. So in the first episode, they are in a rich family. There's 7 of them, 2 guys and 5 girls, but one of the guy has a girlfriend, so he doesn't play a part to the show. Or he's not like one of the dating people. You know what I mean. So Arata, our main character we follow, with his twin sister, Ouka, his oldest sister, and then his 3 sisters, or he has 2 sisters older than him, and Banri, and then Minami and Kotono's the youngest. But, so basically, they don't get along and stuff, and they're just family stuff. Their mom has passed away when they were all young, and their dad isn't home a lot. He's off on business, and I said they're rich, they live in a mansion. But the thing is, so their dad comes back one day, because it's Kotono's 15th birthday, I think, and he tells them all that they're adopted. None of them are related, they're all adopted. Their whole lives. The only 2 that actually are related are, I think his name's Shion, the other guy, and Minami, the girl with the green hair. So they're related, but other than that, nobody else is related. And in Japan, or at least an anime trope, I don't know about Japan, but in an anime trope that adopted siblings can't get married. So take that as you are. This is obviously a gimmicky anime. I know it's written by the same guy who wrote Rent-a-Girlfriend, which again might be another. Never watched Rent-a-Girlfriend, but to me this is better than anything I've ever heard of that show. But so basically, so all the siblings are like insane. So all the siblings are shocked. They're out of their mind. They don't know what's going on. Their whole family and everything's crushed. And then the youngest, Kotono, confesses her feelings to her brother, which apparently she had feelings from the whole time, to Arata, and he says no. That first episode's a little bit weird, but I think the episode after that is when it gets better. First episode's kind of like, what the hell is this? I'm not into this Sister Alabama dating stuff, but don't worry, it does actually get better, because sure, I think the show would have been perfect if they weren't siblings, or in that have that family aspect, because you're like, well, sure, they could, but at the same time, they still have all those memories growing up as kids to each other. So I think that's a bit weird. But obviously, that's just thinking a little bit too deep into it. So the show, I'm not going to really spoil it, but it's about basically him getting a connection with all of his siblings after it starts to enter their minds. And Arata is a great guy who helps his siblings and doesn't want to date them. He's against it. He's like, I want to stay as family. But unfortunately, unfortunately for him, his sisters have other plans. Because after a little bit of time, they realize they're like, oh, Arata is amazing. I actually want to be with him. And so, not all the siblings yet have fully fell for him, but they all have shown signs in the first 12 episodes of the show that they really like him, because it aims on connection and that family. He helps Minami with her sports, he helps Ouka with how she's feeling, he just helps Banri with some stuff. Seiha, he doesn't really have too much of that type of connection with, but she's kind of funny with it, because she thinks it's Arata. She's like, she wanted to make sure he's not doing anything weird, even though it's her sisters that are the ones having some thoughts. But yeah, I would say if you liked animes like quintessential quintuplets, you would like this. They're basically similar. You got your shy girl, Kotono, your can do everything, Ouka, or can do everything, tsundere, the mean girl, Ouka, Minami, the sports prodigy, Seiha, the adult girl, the older girl, the one with big boobs. That's like character trait. As much as I don't want to say it, literally they make it known that that's her biggest point. But they're all mature. This show's really about maturity and growing up and seeing the world how it is. And obviously, they're all having mixed feelings. I watch the show in dub. I don't know about sub. But the voice acting is also amazing. And what's amazing about the voice acting is that, so there's actually, towards the end of some of the episodes, there's flash forwards to the future where he's married to one of his adopted sisters. And it doesn't really show who it is, because obviously that would ruin the show. But when they talk, it is all 5 girls' voices put over each other, which is, I think that's crazy. Because Quintuplets did something similar to that, but not with their talking. But to have all 5 voices just merge into one, and this is a show where they give you a reason to like every girl. They all have great backstories. They all have reasons of why they should be with Arata, why they like him. And so far, the show's, from the 12 episodes that I watched, the 12 episodes that came after season 1, the show hits on a lot of the siblings. Or the show focuses a little bit on each sibling. Main ones that are covered are Minami. There's a Minami arc, an Ouka arc, and then Seiha, Kotono, and Banri are all sprinkled in there. But the show focuses mostly on Mina and Ouka for this one. And a little Kotono, and they all have time to shine. Literally, the character you don't see a lot is Shiunji, which nobody cares about him. Because he's the other brother. He's just kind of there. But, I don't know, the show's just about helping each other, loving each other. And obviously, it's a show. At the end, if this stuff was happening in real life, I would think it's weird. But it's a show. They needed a gimmick. They're like, what if they're like a family? But then their dad says, you know what? Just kidding. Psych, bro. You actually aren't related and can choose whatever you want. I don't know. It's a gimmick. It's fun. It gets you thinking. It's kind of those. It's taboo. I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure anime. I would say it's a guilty pleasure anime, but it's a damn good one, and I like it. So I know I probably didn't do the show justice, and I explained episode 1 a bit, but because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, because I really want you to watch it. All right, go check it out. Give it the 3-episode test, please. Because episode 1's not the best, or it is the best. I like it, but it has it's cliffhanger. You know what? I'll just rip the band-aid off. It's an intimate act between Arata and Kotono that might be or might make you feel some weird ways. But that's literally the only part of it's like a fan service thing. But that's the only part of the show that is that severe. I'd say the rest of it's pretty normal. But I just like this show because Arata, he contemplates of it's between what's right and wrong, and Arata's divided. He's like, I want to be a family, but maybe I do actually like these sisters for the women they are. But it also leads to sure it is Arata's thing because he's the main character, but focuses a lot on the girls and how their feelings. The show. It does a good way of explaining everybody's feelings and not making one person feel left out. So I would watch it. I personally watch dub because I'm a dub guy, unless some shows I watch sub. But I would check that out. And let me know who your favorite sister is down below. I actually did a poll on my channel a month or 2 ago about this anime. But hey, it's changed because that was I did that after a couple episodes came out. Because I've watched it since that came out. But let me know who your favorite girl is. If you don't know the girls' names, I should have explained. With the orange hair, Ouka with the pink hair, Minami with the green hair, Kotono with the black hair, and Seiha with the blue hair. And leave a like, and I will talk about any other animes I watch. Or if you have recommendations for me, let me know.